your forecast first. Sponsored by Natax Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
Well, what a difference 24 hours can make. This weekend we were into the 60s. Today we dropped about 30 degrees or so thanks to this cold front that has been tracking into the area. Changed that precipitation from rain into some snow flurries early into the day. But as we continue later tonight, we are just staying dry, just some cloudy skies continuing to move on into the area throughout the later hours of our night. And like I said, these temperatures a little bit cooler than the past few days, into the low to mid 30s throughout our viewing area. 37 in Paris, 36 in Mattoon, right at the freezing range up in Watsika, also in Pontiac, 33 here in Champaign, with another cool day, but right around average in store for your Tuesday. But just how long will these flurries be sticking around? All of that answer coming up as WCIA 3 News starts right now.
Now from WCIA 3 News.
This is a community center. This is a place where we serve children daily.
But now they're cleaning up after someone broke in and ransacked the place. And this isn't the first time it's happened. One fire department asked Santa for a new ride. What they got instead.
Orange and blue are the colors of the day as the Illini take on Cal in the Red Box Bowl. How people are celebrating hundreds of miles away from sunny California.
You're watching your local news leader. This is WCIA 3 News at 6.
Whoever keeps doing this, please stop. We have no money here.
And they'll have even less after all their repairs are paid for. A nonprofit in Danville is patching up the damage from a break-in over the weekend. Good evening, I'm Jessica Coons. Paul and Jennifer are off tonight. The break-in happened at Laurel Lee Fellowship House. They provide a place for kids to go after school. Leaders say this is the second time someone has stolen from them in the last 6 months. WCIA 3's Courtney Bunting is live in our newsroom tonight. Courtney, was that first suspect caught at least?
Now, Jessica, not that one, and police are still looking for the suspect from this weekend's break-in as well. But luckily, both of them were caught on camera.
This is not like breaking into someone's home. This is a community center.
Board President Tricia Teague says her frustration is growing after the second break-in at the Laura Lee Fellowship House in less than a year.
Less than 6 months ago, we had a break-in. Very similar MO. Came in through the boardroom, walked through the building, ransacked offices, took petty cash and candy.
This time, damage costs are well over $1,000. This person took a new TV, a laptop, $50 in cash, and food.
We lost our United Way funding a few years ago, so we're scraping by.
Volunteers like Joe Butler are busy patching up broken windows for the second time. He shares Teague's anger.
I think whoever's doing this here, they need to be caught because what they're doing, they're taking away from the kids.
Butler believes the responsibility lies in both the community's hands and in the home.
If your kid come in the house and he's got stuff that you know you didn't buy and he shouldn't have, you shouldn't let that stuff ride. That's where it got at.
It's like breaking into grandma's house, but it's the grandma of everybody in the community. Multiple generations have been served here. So it's really near and dear to our hearts. It's almost like sacred ground for people.
Now, despite those break-ins, the Fellowship Hall is still operating as normal following them. Live in the newsroom, Courtney Bunting, WCIA 3, your local news leader.
All right, hopefully they get some answers. Courtney, thanks. The Fellowship House is always in need of donations. For ways on how to give, you can head to WCIA.com. New at 6, Decatur police are investigating after a 90-year-old woman was conned out of money. Our media partners at the Herald and Review say the alarm was sounded by the woman's financial advisor. Police say the suspect told the victim she won a prize and needed to pay taxes on it. The victim then wrote a small check that wasn't cashed, but a much larger one was stopped by her bank. A few days later, she wrote another large check that was deposited. Police say the suspects have been targeting her since November. Police arrested a 12-year-old boy after they say he called in a bomb threat to Walmart. This happened in Jacksonville on Saturday. Police say someone called and mentioned a bomb and then hung up. This is the third threat made to that Walmart this year. We have new information on a shooting in Danville. The aunt of one of the women shot over the weekend says she's doing better. This happened on Sunday morning. 5 women were shot inside of a home. They were between 18 and 32 years old. Today, we followed up with mall security in Springfield after someone fired a gun in the parking lot. Police arrested 22-year-old William Harper. They say he was escorted out of the mall, then fired a gun once and walked back inside. No one was hurt. Mall security sent a statement which says in part, quote, "We have a number of proactive security measures in place and also maintain a close working relationship with the Springfield Police Department to maintain a safe environment at our property." A group to help mentor girls in Champaign-Urbana is taking sign-ups right now. Girls to Women has been in the works for months. It's open to girls from 6th through 12th grades. It's a partner program of Boys to Men. Leaders of the new group say the goal is to give girls the tools and knowledge to make smart choices, and that'll call for a pretty big team.
On our committee right now, we have professionals, we have working class women, we have high school students, college students. So we have somebody for everybody that's going to be in our group.
Sign up goes until 8 at the Champaign Public Library tonight. You can legally buy small amounts of marijuana in Illinois starting this Wednesday, but you have to be careful how you carry it in your car. Law enforcement are preparing now for the transition. The head of the Illinois Sheriff's Association warns officers can still search your car if they can smell marijuana or see it anywhere outside of its original container.
Does the presence of marijuana alone constitute probable cause?
The presence in what would be considered an illegal containers or no container would be enough to be able to search that vehicle. That is in and of itself probable cause.
But if you keep the marijuana sealed inside its original container, he says officers cannot search your vehicle. Some squad cars will be equipped with scales to weigh and measure to make sure you don't have more than the legal limit. We'll have more from that interview tonight at 10, including how police plan to detect if you're driving high. And speaking of driving high, some Decatur police officers are now trained to test drivers who might be high. They can bring those drivers in, and if the person gives them permission, they can draw blood for a test, which would check for THC. If a driver refuses to do a blood draw, their license would automatically be suspended for a year.
Now that cannabis is legal, in certain circumstances, people think it's kind of a free-for-all. It's legal under all circumstances, and that's just not the case. And so while cannabis is, the state has said, under these certain circumstances it's legal, the state has never said it's legal to drive under the influence of cannabis.
The Howard Buffett Foundation gave the department a $500,000 donation to hire a new officer dedicated to catching drivers who are high. Sunnyside Dispensary in Champaign set up for the crowd they expect on Wednesday. A crew set up tents for people to stand in line. Sunnyside is located near Neal and St. Mary's Road. The business used to be called Phoenix Botanical when it was just a medical marijuana dispensary. They will start selling at 5 a.m. on January 1st. You can call them 24 hours a day, 7 days a week when you're in an emergency. How first responders are now getting help for themselves. Also tonight, she's the woman behind 2 Springfield mayors. How the city is remembering wife and mother, Midge Langfelder.
And it's been a much cooler start to our week thanks to a cold front that's been tracking on into the area. But just how long will these cooler conditions be sticking around? All that answered right after this.